as I walk around town now, in Dallas, because I live here, it's like, oh man, I was at the dunk contest. I was at the dunk contest. I'm up to about 100,000. I know reunion at home was about 18 at the time. I know I had to do well in front of your hometown because that's all they would remember if you lose or do bad. I had that extra pressure too. My first 6 years we lived in West Dallas projects. And then, like my first grade, we moved to Oak Cliff, the Holland Hills area. Jerry Stone was at Midland Junior College. He asked me to come to Midland. While at Midland, we won the National Junior College Championship, where I scored like 36 points in the final game. Ended up in NC State and playing 2 years, starting. Got the opportunity to drafted by Detroit, but never went to camp there and was released. And then I signed with Atlanta. Ended up playing 12 years in the NBA, but I played 7 years in Atlanta and 4 in Sacramento. I had never seen a regular season NBA game before. So the first game that I played in for the Atlanta Hawks, I started in, scored 18 points and 10 assists in the first NBA game, regular season game that I ever seen. We was in mid-season. I'm still, trying to get a hold of being in the NBA or playing, learning everything about it. And Stan Kasten, which was the general manager at the time, he said, he asked me, it was like 2 or 3 days before the dunk contest. He's like, they want you in a dunk contest. I knew the repertoire of dunks I can do, but Dominique Wilkins is probably the best dunk I ever seen in my life. He was a best friend and a teammate. So I just used all the dunks I can remember. And I was just hoping Dominique ran out of dunks because, he's the best in the world and he was the dunk champ at the time. So I knew that once, someone wanted to do a dunk, you got to try to top it. And I tried to do something that nobody was doing at the time, and that was throwing the ball in the air and going and catch it and dunk it. I was only doing that really because I couldn't palm the ball. So everybody started doing it after then, but I think I was probably the first guy who was throwing the ball in the air and going and catch it and dunk it. Doc Rivers told me I'd never live that down winning the dunk contest. He wasn't joking, man. It's everywhere you go. It's a lot of hard work, going, playing sports and your community recognize you, your school, to retire your jersey is one of the best honors you can take, man. It's just heartwarming, man, and humble that you can get that opportunity because not many guys get the jersey retired.